start with, you talked about the tight end position being character. What are your early impressions of Greg and the work he's done with these 2 days?
Greg's done an excellent job out here, learning the small amount of game plan that we presented to him. He's doing a really good job with it. He's on his details. The athletic ability that we saw in video is carrying over to the field. The adjustment, after this is going to be what we need to evaluate moving forward, obviously with a bigger playbook and more responsibility and just kind of handling, like everything else with a rookie coming, you're going to have a lot more time on your hands and how you handle that. But he's been a really good pro so far with everything.
Where is he at in terms of blocking technique right now?
The willingness is there. It's just the overall, college mindset of just, being an effort guy, but the technique has to come, and he's going to get that pretty shortly.
You said UCLA used him in a way that's going to help this transition with his routes running lined up. Did you see that on tape too?
He kind of lined up all over the place. So in order to do that in any system, you got to be a smart player, and reading coverages is one of his strengths, as you can kind of feel it out already. I haven't been in the tight end room with the positional technique talk and going over the video, but I've got really good feedback from Coach Moreland with it.
Through the first couple camps, how has you and Hackett's chemistry kind of translated, carried over from Green Bay, and obviously in different positions here?
It's just another day with us. It's just, he's a different pair of eyes, and I'm on another field with the O-line or the tight ends and receivings, and we come up with the same ideas, moving guys around and getting creative with our system that we have in place right now. The guys that are here already are kind of getting chunks of the game plan itself. We're really going to dive in 2 weeks as far as the installations and the meat and potatoes as far as the concepts are in, but how can we use our creativity with our formations and motions.
How does Dulcich complement the rest of the tight end room?
He's just a bigger body that fits that room. That he looks like a tight end in the NFL. That's the first impression, and the shorts are really nice on him. And I told him he needs to get it tailored and maybe move the logo. But he's another athletic guy with that's smart and athletic, and he's got the grittiness, and he's got to fit well in that room.
With Montrell, we've heard about his punt returning, kick returning ability. Where do you kind of see him fitting in, and how does his skill set lend itself offensively?
Right now, it's more of a speed type thing where you can use him for fly sweeps, you can use him for arounds, you can use him down the field and blow the top off the defense. With him, it's just the evaluation and how much he can handle at this point, with the playbook itself. And, with time, I think it'll come. But he's just a different element for the explosive mindset because he's just a different body in that room and difference never bad. It's always good to find packages for guys like that, and it's as much as they can handle.
Did anybody surprise you, any of the tryout guys? Or?
It's just every year it's different, and you see guys that make flashes day one, and then day two they kind of peter off, and day two they're stronger than day one. It's just it's a good group to work with, and I think our scouts and our coaches did a really good job of finding guys that were under the radar and brought them to our attention and got them on video. So we're just going to reevaluate everything once we go back in here.
What would somebody have to do, though, to stand out in that group?
It's the little things, and you try to teach your kids and kids in high school, get to the front of the line and lead the group. Like stuff like that. It's something so simple.
Yeah.
Asking questions and having the ability to put yourself out there and raise your hand and asking questions in front of all these guys. Because at the end of the day, are you trying to better yourself? And the guys that have the confidence to step up and take over that leadership ability, that's something that I always look for. And there's some guys that did that this week.
Just where do you expect to work Luke Wattenberg first? Are you guys work with him at center first, or?
Well, center is the most demanding position on the line as far as just the communication aspect and seeing the whole big picture. So he'll probably start out there, and we'll move him around and see how much he can handle. And he's done a really good job this camp of just showing his ability to run off the ball. You saw it in college, and with the technique that Coach Barry and Chin and Coach Steele, they're over there repping him. He's buying into it and starting to connect.
As a follow-up, as you guys prepare for on-field OTAs for another couple of weeks, how many positions on that offensive line do you think are kind of short for guys right now?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's just a matter of just getting on the field and practicing. That's the bottom line. It's way too early to go through that. It's just the evaluation part of this, and we're all new and just feeling each other out. But it's just that's the fun part about this transition, and the guys understand that it's a competitive environment, but it's also it's good to help your teammates, because if you go down with a shoelace and you're not coaching that guy up and taking him under your wing, that's the next guy up that's going to help us try to win the West. So it's you're all working together as a team, and those guys have been really feeding off each other in that room.
Not at right tackle 30 down. What's your confidence level of Calvin? One of them kind of
I think we have really good options at that position. I think it's a very competitive position. It's a veteran position. So there's three guys with Billy and Tom and with Calvin. Those guys can battle it out, and I'm really excited about that position just to see how it plays out.
Justin, I'm curious if did you warn Eric Berrier he was going to get plenty of pitches?
I did not. I'm so sorry. No, I did not.
How's he done?
He's done good.
Tryout quarterback is.
Yeah, he's there's a lot of. I try to limit all of the play calls and formations and motions, but he's done a good job as far as getting with Coach Kubiak and just being one-on-one. It's never a bad deal when you have a one-on-one relationship and you just have a lot of time together. But I think he did a good job as far as functioning the offense.
Coach out.
Yep.
Thanks,
Thank
Justin.
you.
Thanks, Coach.